This is the plaintiff, Judy. She says she hired the defendant to do some renovation work on her bathroom, and the guy never did the job. He complained about there being some new license and insurance problems. He never completed the job, and she's here suing him for the $600 balance of her deposit, which he refuses to return. This is the defendant, Joseph. He says the plaintiff's the one who botched his job because she didn't submit the proper paperwork to her landlord. It didn't get approved, and his subcontractor charged him for 2 days' work because he was ready, willing, and able to start. Bottom line, if anyone's owed money today, it most definitely is not the plaintiff. He's accused of doing absolutely nothing. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $600 for lost wages.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff hired the defendant to renovate her bathroom. The guy didn't do the work and won't return the deposit. But the defendant says the plaintiff botched the job by not getting approval from her landlord. It's the case of the renovation job that went down the toilet.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Judy, you stay here. You're the defendant. Yeah, we can't do it without you. Judy, you are suing Joseph for $600, the balance of a deposit that he kept. He returned the deposit minus $600 that he kept. You want the whole deposit back because he couldn't do the job. You hired him to do what?
I hired him to do some renovation in the bathroom.
Okay, and this building is a co-op?
Yes,
Does he live in the co-op?
yes.
All right, and why did you have work done through him previously or other people you knew did?
No, I was referred by a resident who lives in the building.
All right, and what you wanted done to the apartment in question is a bathroom renovation.
Yes,
So you paid him a deposit of how much?
$2,500.
All right, and you have done work in that co-op for how long?
Just 1 year.
Okay, how many jobs have you done?
One.
And the one that referred you? Okay, and you also live in the co-op?
Yes.
All right, so when you accept her $2,500, what was the first thing you did?
So basically, we came to an agreement. We had a contract.
And the contract was for how much total?
It was $5,500 the total.
$5,500 was for the total bathroom, $2,500 was a deposit. Go ahead.
Exactly. So basically, we met early January. We went over a couple things. We went over a plan on what to do. I told her we needed to have my subcontractor and all materials in by February 14th. That never happened.
What does that mean?
So my subcontractor needed to do the work by the 14th because he had jobs already set up.
Why
after
didn't
that.
it happen though?
Because she didn't put paperwork in late and material
Wait, what
wasn't.
paperwork did
that's
she
not
put
true.
in late?
So
Not true.
if you're
Okay,
doing
don't
work,
just bark out while he's talking. That doesn't work.
if you're doing work,
What did she do wrong?
she had to send paperwork into the management with a license certificate.
So prove to me that there was something that, license? What license and certificate does she have?
I needed to send my license certificate and everything else to her so she could send into the management to get accepted. So
Why would that be her doing that instead of you?
That's
doing
always
it?
the owner's responsibility.
Can I please see the contract you signed with her so I can see whose responsibility it is? Hand it to my bailiff, please. Stay where you are. Okay.
Wait, I have the house rules.
All materials must be delivered by the 12th and on site so the contractor can finish on completion date. If it's not on site, delays for the completion date, a charge will be enforced. What charge? How much of a charge?
It was just $600. So
No, where's that? Why isn't that in here?
I didn't label it.
It's really good to foresee a potential problem and account for it, but bring it home. Like put what the penalty will be. Otherwise, it's as though you hadn't written that. But anyway, so go on, go on. What happened?
So do contractors take advantage of women? I'm going to... oh, you want me to go to her? Okay.
Of course.
Do contractors take advantage of women?
Yes, they think women don't know anything.
Are women an easier target than men when it comes to hiring contractors? What do you say?
No. Yes. I don't know.
Well, you covered your bases. Going inside the courtroom.
Basically, the job didn't start on time. The subcontractors.
And the reason why is?
The management never got back to her in time. She sent the paperwork in February 8th, and they never got back in time.
Okay, now according to you, that's not true. Management got back just fine. And management said, we need stuff, other licenses from him or he can't work here?
Management got back to me on February 15th, and they did not approve work to proceed because electrician and plumber license was missing. The scope of work on the company letterhead didn't match the certificate of insurance, and the
His certificate of insurance.
correct. There were
The
three
scope
things.
of work on his
there-
letterhead and his contract didn't match. The names actually didn't match. The
Right,
letterhead name
right.
not
There were
match
three
his
things
insurance.
wrong.
So
They-
the paperwork you gave her to give the co-op board
Was not
didn't cut the
approved.
mustard. So the co-op board, is that right?
Yes, but I sent everything that needed to go
I
in.
know, but if the co-op board did not approve you doing work there
Correct.
because of things that have to do with you. It's not something she did, it's something that you couldn't swing. You couldn't get them to agree to authorize you to do work.
Yeah, but I told her that in the beginning. She should have never signed the contract on that date. It
Oh,
was
she should know better than to trust that you would get co-op approval.
agreed.
Is that what you're saying? That I should find that she was an idiot who should pay $600 to you because why would you trust me to have the paperwork required and my ducks in a row that the co-op board would approve of me? That's what you're telling me I look in her eyes and say? You think that's going to happen?
No.
No. Why would you keep anything? I know that you lost time. I know that. But sometimes the time you lose is your loss and not her loss. Why would that be her loss?
I understand that. I lost the $600 because I had to pay the subcontractors because they sat for 2
But
days.
why isn't that on you instead of on her?
I already did everything else for free for her. I met up with her 10 times.
But what did she get for her $600?
A whole
Nothing.
A whole design. I designed everything for her. I
She
took
got
her.
nothing for her $600. She got nothing. Show me the design you gave her. So the two of you talking about what she wants in her renovated bathroom. I mean, look.
No, I agree. I'm sorry.
Seriously, come on. It's just so wrong of you to have kept her $600. I have no words to describe. Now, wait, it gets worse. Yeah, counterclaim. You counterclaim. Not only do you want to keep her $600, you want her to pay you another $600. Why?
So I told her about 25 times I would give her the full refund back on text message. I had a written agreement from my lawyer for a mutual understanding. I would pay her everything back.
How?
I would give her everything back. I just wanted.
Why didn't you just give her back? Why are you wasting paper? Why didn't you just write a check and refund it? I wouldn't be here.
I'm just giving money to somebody. She could have still took me to court.
Oh, so what you wanted was a waiver?
Yes, exactly. I just wanted to understand that she's not going to take me to court, and I will give her the money.
Okay, did that happen? Did they offer you a waiver and just get the money? Why are you wasting my time if that happened?
He said, you need to meet up with me and you need to sign paperwork. And when I asked what the paperwork was, he didn't tell me.
It's on the text. It's a mutual
Let me
agreement.
see. Don't leave your where
It's
you are.
throughout the whole.
Yeah. Did you get?
I didn't trust him.
What would it matter of trusting him? It's a matter of if you want all your money back.
I
and you
asked for the
Stop
paperwork.
talking over me.
Okay.
It is not unreasonable for someone you have a dispute with to say, okay, let's settle this. I'll give you every penny you're asking for, but I want to know that you're not going to sue me. So let's, sign a waiver. That's not unreasonable. Oh, how do you figure that you tried to settle this and she's wasting my time? So you say to her, okay, no problem. Send me your lawyer info. My lawyer will contact him. I'd rather not deal with you. You don't trust her?
No.
What don't you trust?
I was offering to give her money the whole time back.
Why would you not trust her? You're the one who stole $600 from her.
It was 3 months.
Send me his info. My lawyer will go blah blah blah. Wasted time. Then you say I don't have a lawyer. I didn't retain a lawyer. I just spoke to them for a consult. Since you denied to meet up with me, I need you to type if you agree once this check is cashed that you're taking back the funds that we agreed in the contract that you signed. Correct? And do you agree? That makes no sense. Okay, you're having to go back and forth because nobody's making sense. If there was a waiver you want her to sign, just send her the waiver. Send her a picture of the waiver you want her to sign.
I didn't want to leave it with the doorman to.
No, why don't you just take a picture of the waiver you want her to sign? Did you have a waiver written?
Yes, the lawyer was waiting for when she agreed.
No, not the lawyer. No. The lawyer needs to take a picture of the waiver or scan and send it to you. Then you send it to her, and then she has a chance to read it and say, this is how this stuff is done. It's done every day, millions of times a day. There's no reason for it to get to that. But in any event, it doesn't matter. I'm ordering you to pay back the $600. And no, she's not going to pay you $600 in lost wages. Verdict for the plaintiff on your claim against him for $600, on your counterclaim, 0.
So the plaintiff is going to get her $600 back. Joseph, you'll step out here. You were whispering something to him all through the end of while the judge was reading the material. What were you trying to tell him?
I was just saying to him that, she needed to explain to the judge that when he originally gave back that $1,900, he explained to her what the $600 was for. She agreed to at that time what the
Well,
$600 was for.
that didn't
and then
work.
3 months later, she decided to come back for the
That's
$600.
all right. Didn't work in court, you know? Tough luck. You got to.
Definitely. It's a
gotta
fair
do it.
judgment.
Okay.
I'm not going
Fair judgment.
Fair judgment.
Good for
100%.
you.
I will not lose no sleep overnight.
Okay, good enough. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Hope you've learned something through all this. Now, Judy, who is the plaintiff, is on her way out of the courtroom. This is over, as far as you're concerned, right?
Yes, luckily.
You happy?
Yes.
What's your bathroom like now?
The bathroom is really beautiful. I found another contractor,
It's done.
and it's done.
Okay.
But justice has been served. I'm glad
You're
that,
okay. Good enough.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye. Harvey?
Look, Doug, the defendant contractor in this case, really a sloppy contract. In this situation, where hire a lawyer to draft a contract, especially one that you use over and over again, it is worth it because if you don't, it's going to get you in a lot of trouble.